You don't have to work hard for money. You just have to let the money flow towards you.
Brendan
Boyd.
This might go over a lot of people's heads.
Dreams don't work unless you do.
You gotta know when to be away from broke motherfuckers. It ain't even like broke, like bank account. It's broke mindset.
How do you make your first 6 figures in podcasting with no audience?
Digital products, paid membership community, affiliate marketing, and VIP package.
How do you get on so many different stages?
You want the game for real?
Yeah.
I do stuff that people don't want to do. Jacob was talking about, what did he say? There's a problem, I'm throwing money at it. I'm throwing money at it. So if there's a stage, I'm calling them and I'm paying to get on that stage. Because I know once I get on the stage, I'm going to blaze it.
Back on season 2, we got Brendan Boyd in the building. Listen, this episode is going to be a podcast.
Yo, why you take
place.
so long to have me back?
Bro, you be in all the type of cities.
You right.
Be all across the world. But for the people who didn't know you, make sure y'all go watch season 1 episode where he tells his story. We go through a lot of different stuff that he got into, you know, how he even got into where he is right now. But this episode, we want to focus on podcasting. Why is everybody jumping into podcasting in 2024?
Oh, that's the question? Bro, because it's the it thing. It's the now thing. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, I got a show. But it's like, it's whatever's trendy, and it's the trendiest right now. It's the trendiest.
So what is podcasting?
Podcasting is when somebody turns on the camera and they record themselves talking to somebody else. That's what they think it is.
So how does that really different from like radio shows?
Well, radio shows became a podcast once they took the cameras on. But before, it was just audio. So a radio show is a form of a podcast. But radio shows never really put themselves on a podcast platform back in the day. I think the biggest one was probably like Howard Stern. Howard Stern really like blazed that trail. And then he turned it. He was probably one of the first people that did a visual podcast back in the day.
Nah, that definitely makes sense. And so in a world of podcasting, I got into this world of podcasting as well. I don't really consider myself a podcaster. I just have a podcast.
You probably just don't like that word.
It's not even that I don't like that word.
What's not a podcaster?
Oh, I'm not a podcaster.
So if you don't know what it is, why would you not be what you don't know what it is? That don't even make no sense.
It does. It makes
you
a lot of sense.
You don't want to be you. I've heard you several times be like, I'm not a podcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just said you don't even know what that is.
I'm not a podcaster because by definition, a podcaster is somebody who like does it solely, I guess.
Is it?
Yeah.
No,
I guess
do.
it's the title.
Yeah, it's subtitle.
I'm a capitalist.
You black. You don't try to be black. You just black.
What?
Right?
I do try to be black.
You try to be black?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm black and proud.
There's that then. You know what I'm saying? There's that then.
So in podcasting, how does somebody get guests on their show?
I mean, bro, I'm gonna break this down. This might go over a lot of people's heads. You know what I'm saying? If you paying attention, y'all paying attention, you paying attention, you ask, bro.
They paying attention?
Y'all paying attention? You just ask. It kind of goes over a lot of people's head. That you just send a DM, send an email, make a call, send a text, stop somebody, have somebody come off stage. You just simply ask, man. I mean, for me, it was super easy, bro, for me, because it was like, I was in a place when I first started interviewing people where it's like, I didn't have no people doing better than 6 figures, corporate. So I didn't know no entrepreneurs, business owners, founders, nothing like that. So I created a show to leverage something, to provide some value so I could have conversations and actually meet people and get them to tell me their most inner secrets, you know what I'm saying, and money-making opportunities and just like how they've been able to like put things together. So that's how I used it. But I just asked, bro. When you ask for some leverage and you actually have good intentions, it gonna go your way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. And how would you differentiate yourself from, you know, anybody, not even just you, but from just a regular podcast? Like there's so many podcasts nowadays.
Well, like, I mean, everybody can be like, they're different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Pull up. What does it?
Be all in.
So look, for me, I believe that I'm different, bro, because I don't look at this space just like I'm shooting an interview. I'm looking at the space. And because I'm looking at the space, I've been able to create businesses in this space. So sure, I have a podcast, but I'm more of a digital media entrepreneur. I'm using media to monetize. Listen, if you have a product and service and you want to sell more, you want to get in front of more people, podcasting is where you need to be. And I'm not talking about actually podcasting. I'm talking about guesting on podcasts, right? That's going to get you on so many different opportunities, so many different platforms. So if you're ready to blow up your brand and go to the next level, head over to The Pod Agency or comment the word pod below. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
You're not a podcaster.
I'm not. I never said that I was.
Okay.
I'm a digital media entrepreneur that happens to podcast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Now, I'm a business person, so like there's other things that are coming my way right now. The podcast space, the media space is where I've been able to like really catch some steam. You know what I mean? But I got other investments. I got other businesses I'm starting. You know, I'm working on acquiring businesses right now. You know, open up a space down here in Miami, you know what I'm saying, for the podcast. So it's like right now I'm really growing. Like Pod Chop is really my thing right now as well. So it's like,
what's Pod Chop?
Pod Chop is, first of all, bro, can I tell this story? I never told this story before on camera.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I'm telling it.
Pod Chop?
Yes.
Okay.
But like I'm gonna tell it on my platform, but I never shared this yet, right? So this is how so first off, Pod Chop is a business I started. It's an editing service, right? We do long form, short form, content redistribution across platforms, social media management, right? Now, how I started this business was I had a podcast set up, and I had a date same day. The podcast host, no call, no show. I mean, the podcast guest, no call, no show. The date, no call, no show. So previously, I was watching some YouTube videos, and I don't know if you know who Cody Sanchez is.
Yeah.
So she had a company that she I think either acquired or started called Viral Cuts, and I watched that video. She was kind of breaking down Viral Cuts, and I was like, I went to the website. I was like, this is so genius, and I could do this. But I had wrote down my notes. So after the guest flaked on me and the day flaked on me, I had the afternoon open. So I went back to my notes. So I was just like, all right, let me just strategize today because I love doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm strategizing. I'm like, oh, okay, I know what I need. I went on Fiverr, got somebody to build a website. I went on Fiverr, got somebody to make an AI voice. I hit up my editors, had them create a video for me. I went on Fiverr, had somebody do the copy. 72 hours later, I had a website, had offers, and I had the first client. And Pod Chop is recurring revenue. So we got products that starting at $9.97, $19.97, and $34.97 a month. So, and I don't even run this business. I got a pool of editors, right? I got a manager to manage that. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a website, and we got a fire ass icon, and it's a ninja cat because he be chopping up the edits. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kiru the cat. You know what I'm saying? He be chopping up the edits. So it's really dope, man, because on our trajectory right now, we'll have 50 clients probably in the next, I'll say 3 months, 4 max. And that's a $100K recurring revenue minimum. And that makes Pod Chop a 1.1 gross in business, which means technically I can resell it for a multiple of 5 million.
True.
But if I hold on to 100, then I can resell it for a multiple of 10 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably one of the best ideas. Shout out to the shorty that I met in the gym that flaked on a podcast interview. Shout out to you. I hope you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got.
Would you let her come back for another interview now? Since she helped you out so good?
Yeah, she can come back. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her like, yo, thanks.
Okay.
So this is the thing, bro. Sometimes people play a role that you don't know that they play. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. I've been working on this a lot where like I'm in my mind at the same time, if that makes sense. Meaning where it's like, you know how like something happens and you just do something or react because basically that's like how you would normally react. Okay. But I've been doing this mature 43-year-old shit where it's like something happens and I'm processing it while it's happening. And I'm like, I can make this decision or I can make this decision. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not making impulsive decisions.
Exactly. But I'm still on the line of like, sometimes you got to tell a nigga about themselves.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So with this girl in particular, and shit was weird too, because like That's how I know people be so disingenuous and how people don't even take advantage of opportunities because they just get in their own way, bro. I got a podcast. You do stuff, right? You sing. You're a comedian. I was interested in the fact that you sing and that you're a comedian. Come on the podcast, talk about that shit.
Yeah.
So you blowing opportunities to get in front of more people to sell more tickets to your comedy shit or get more people interested in your singing shit for whatever reason. And then you don't got the human decency to just tell somebody like, yo, I can't make it. But the other side of the coin is that was her purpose. Her purpose was, and this is how the universe works, bro. Purpose is, I meet you. Maybe our thing ain't what we think it is. Maybe your purpose for me meeting you is to spark an idea. Or your purpose for me meeting you is to introduce me to somebody that sparks an idea.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Or your purpose is to teach me that I really hate the gym. And I'm more of like a cardio, like F45 type of vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't pay attention to things like that. We sometimes we get so conditioned to how we want to put people in a certain box that we might miss out on what their true purpose is. I think you really get that when your self-awareness is more open up. But you know that you're a psychology nigga. You know?
I am. But when I tell people that, you know, they're like, you don't act like a psychology guy. And I'm like, you know, there's a false negative to that, which means it's actually positive. And so when it comes to psychology, people don't like to be analyzed. And so
but everybody analyzes.
Everybody analyzes. And so I hide my analyzations with jokes or upfrontness. And so I'm upfront all the time. And, you know, once people usually disconnect from the upfrontness or they understand the upfrontness, then it stays right there. And they never actually question the analyzation that I just did, that just happened, which is just credit back to me.
Shit. They don't even know what happened.
So it's a good tactic in that way. But what I've found also is people think their perception is reality.
No, 100%. But it is.
It is.
It's their reality.
It's their reality.
My reality right now is what I'm seeing. But that doesn't mean it's the entire reality.
100%.
And it also doesn't mean it's the reality that is the truth.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But you only know that when your self-awareness is at a certain level. So through exposure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reading, podcasts, mentorship, YouTube videos, like seeking out some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're just worried about like the Kendrick diss, the Drake diss, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in Civil War and hip hop right now? OnlyFans, video games. Unless you make money on video games. You know what I'm saying? All this shit that really don't move the needle in your life that will really have true impact, you're going to miss out on a bunch of shit.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I missed out on a bunch of shit, bro. Watching basketball for all these years, football for all these years.
But when is enough enough?
Enough of what?
Enough enough.
Enough of what?
Enough of what you got.
Bro, until you stop ticking. Or until you figure out something that you value much more. Like if you're a family dude, enough ain't bro, it's so subjective. Because you could be a family person and be struggling, and that could be enough for you. You'd be like, yo, I make $60K, I got a wife, I got 2 kids, I got love, come on home, there, but you're barely making it every month.
Okay, so what's an end goal for you?
Not to be barely making it.
Yeah, but what do you want?
I mean, I want a family. I want a fine-ass wife that's smart as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That treats me nice. We got alignment with God. We have fun, take trips. You know what I'm saying? I can hang out with people I care about. You know what I'm saying? People that inspire me. People that I enjoy. And then like really just like understand my true purpose on the earth with the years I have left and then live that shit up.
What about business-wise?
Bro, we making money, bro. Like, you know, multi-million-dollar businesses. Have these businesses move without me having to be in them. More investments, you know what I'm saying? I think more investments. Catching one of these waves, bro. Like catching one of these Bitcoin waves, catching one of these early internet waves, catching the Uber play. If you would have got into Uber early, you'd be straight. If you would have got into Lyft early, you'd be straight. If you would have got into Bitcoin early, you'd be straight. You know what I'm saying?
I used to think that way.
If you would have got into Airbnb, You be straight.
I used to think that way.
Well, where's that?
That if I got into something early, I'd be straight.
Yeah, but you can always get into something early.
Yeah, but not even that. To the concept of what would I know what to do if I got in it early?
Well, no, was okay. Great. That's a great perspective. But this is the thing. Sometimes you don't need to know what to do if you have it, because if you have it, you can learn what to do. I'll give you an example. Right. My grandma left me a house, and she left me $150. I lost both, and I sold the land because I had the information. But if I had mentorship and I had somebody that cared or somebody that knew, it's way easier for you to go to the next level when you have the assets. But when you need to get access to the assets or build up the assets and then get the information, you just move a lot slower.
No, 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
But
so if you came up on a Bitcoin joint.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I came up on Ripple.
Okay, how much?
7 cents when it was 7 cents.
How much you come up?
I got it. I was in with like maybe 5 or 6 grand in when it was at 7 cents to like $1.10.
So how much was that account?
I got out of it because I was broke at the time.
How much did you take out?
I took it all out.
How much was it?
It made me like 14 grand at that time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe like 14 bands, and that for me was like, oh shit, all right, cool. I'm gonna go do this.
14, yeah.
But I'm like, yo, I didn't have the knowledge of what that industry was or what that really did for me. Same thing with you.
Yeah,
like,
let's get down to it, bro. Think about this. The reason why you probably didn't have the information, or I didn't have the information, because we didn't have no fuck. I mean, I don't know about you, bro, but I have no fucking father, dog. I have a father. I have no older brother. You know what I'm saying? We're in a certain community where it's like, maybe it's a little different now because you actually have access to information, but like we don't got stable male masculine figures that's gonna be breaking shit down. Like, yo,
what happens when they don't have the information either?
Who? But that's the problem. But that's why we gotta be what we didn't have.
True.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why my success was slower is because I didn't have that shit. And I didn't know what I didn't know. Now I know what I didn't know. So it's like how we maximize the time. Get up early, go to bed as late as possible, maximize the day. Organize your day how you best fit. You know what I'm saying? Do all the things that can satisfy your mind, body, spirit, soul, and your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Be a good person. Can you stack that shit up for, there's only 244 days left in the year. Can you stack that shit up for 244 days in a row? That shit might change your life for a long time.
True.
If you can fucking stay in this moment.
True.
So that's the shit I'm on, bro. Really. And it's like, bro, you gotta know when to be away from broke motherfuckers.
That is definitely true.
You gotta know when to stay the fuck away. And it ain't even like broke like bank account. It's broke mindset, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
exactly where you was going.
It's broke mindset, bro. Like, I got a friend of mine, every time I tell her something, she automatically goes to the negative side. Automatically. I'm like, are you listening to what you saying right now?
It's projection.
You looking at the worst case scenario in every fucking idea. Oh, it's gonna take too long. Oh, how am I gonna do it? Oh, I'm gonna need this. My nigga. What are you talking about? With everything? Yeah. So it's like you just gotta know when to like limit that access to you, because you know how long it takes positivity to compound? A long time, bro. You know how long it takes negativity to compound? Seconds. I can call you a bitch ass nigga right now. It would change the trajectory of the room. But I could be like, yo, I love you. It won't really move the needle that much. It will, but it won't. If I say, yo, you's a bitch ass nigga, bro. Like, that might change your energy. It might change his energy. It might change our dynamic. Regardless if up to this point, it's been mad positive. True. Because negative energy can fucking poison. But I could be like, I could send you I love you text messages for 75 days. Pause. And we may not. Why? You can't receive love?
No.
You got work. Use a psychology, nigga. You got to work on that, bro. So anyway.
Psychology's mindset, not here.
You got to need work on that. That's a block, bro. You know
That's emotions.
You got to work on that shit. So if somebody did that for 75 straight days to somebody, it'll barely move the needle. And then maybe on that 80th day, they'll be like, damn, bro, like knowing, or damn, sis, or damn, mom, whatever. Like, it'll finally take time to hit. Then it's like, wow, this has been powerful. But
that's like half and half, though.
That's not half and half.
That is 100% half
How
and half.
half and half?
Because some people are super receptive to that. It takes the individual.
No. No, I feel you. Okay, let's take the individual out of it.
Mhm.
If you put water's clear,
Mhm.
right? Positive, it's light, and it's high. If we put 5 gallons of water, right? We're just seeing water.
Yeah.
Right? It's water. You know what I'm saying? But we take a drop of fucking dye, a drop. It changes the dynamic of the water immediately. Right? Think about this. Let's use a real world example. How we meet.
Okay.
We met at an event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You attended. I was involved. Right? Other people were involved.
Mhm.
Other people attended.
Mhm.
One poison apple that a lot of us had different experiences with it, but it was a common thread.
True.
What happened? The whole shit blew up.
It did.
And it planted seeds with everybody. Like, I can't rock with them. But if it was a good event and that person did good, the effects of the goodness would they'd be like, oh, that was amazing. But that motion is slow. Cause that's why negativity is projected.
Yeah.
That's why you're not seeing positive figures online and nobody cares about that shit.
People care about it.
Not like they care about the negative.
100%.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
100%.
why that's why that's promoted and projected.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So negative stuff compounds way faster than positive stuff.
But what happens if you put a negative into a positive?
What's a double negative in real life?
A double negative in real life is leveraging where the peoples come from.
Give me a real example, not
Okay,
hyperbole.
my real.
What
My
about
real
real?
just hit like 1.5 mil, right?
Okay.
And it's a negative.
A negative real.
It's a negative reel.
Okay. What's the other negative?
It's a negative reel and there's negative comments. But I'm getting positive results.
I mean, I guess, but that's a very specific.
You said give you an example.
I'm not saying but I'm saying give me a real world example. That's a real example. That's a real world example.
Yeah.
But it's not. I think that's a microcosm of what we're talking about.
Nah, not
So
at
give me
all.
one. Give me one that's palatable.
Okay. If I had to give another example,
Two chicks, you smash 2 chicks, they're arguing, and you got babies coming out of that. That's positive. That's what you mean. Something like that.
it could be positive too,
Yeah, I guess.
but it's perception. It's all perception at the end of the day. Cause
negativity is
Yeah.
negativity, bro.
negativity is negativity, but it's also understanding. And that's why I said when you understand psychology on another level, I don't look at negativity as 100% negativity. I look at negativity as projection.
It's negative, bro.
I look at it as projection.
If you and me,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
You're self-awareness nigga.
Mhm.
I'm pretty self-aware myself.
Mhm.
If you and I, the way we live right now,
Yeah.
do an experiment,
Mhm.
and we go around negative people for the next 30 days, that is seeping into our mindset.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
You sure?
Compounding negativity for 30 days in a row, 100%, bro.
I don't know.
1%.
I don't know.
100%, bro. This is how you can tell. You can have someone in your life that, and this is pretty much how relationships work.
Okay.
You got somebody in your life, one person, and they both live together or they both run each other every day.
Mhm.
One person is getting to it, positive, up early, healthy, affirmations, working hard, loves life, working to be a better person, just a better overall contributor to society, whatever the case may be, going to that next level. The other person right there with them, most likely, they are not everyone, but most likely it would take them way longer. That person generally does not like, oh man, you're really going in a good direction. Let me that person normally doesn't hop on that.
Mhm.
But same 2 people, lazy, Netflix, don't work out, unhealthy, soda drinker, consuming negative content on the phone all day. That's way more magnetic to the person next to you.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
Why is it magnetic?
You gotta guard your energy, bro.
But why is it magnetic though?
Why is what magnetic?
Why is that energy magnetic?
Because negative energy compounds. Let's look it up, bro.
It's not even just that.
We can look it up.
Yeah,
You know the answer?
I do.
Oh yeah, let me know.
I do. You ready?
I'm ready.
So when you have people like that, it goes based off of change. It goes based off of commonality and limiting beliefs. And so if you have these two people that are very similar, or even if one is doing this and it's easier to pick up the habits of this one, that's because of what that person's used to. Their neuroplasticity, synapses, all of that stuff is not firing off for a different experience or a different outlook at the experience.
Who?
The person that is getting sucked into that.
The person that's getting sucked into negativity.
Yeah.
That their neuroplasticity is not blasting.
It's not blasting in that way.
What way is it blasting?
It's not. It's blasting in a way that's going to adapt to their environment.
Check this out. I feel like this. If I was around somebody that was getting to the that had the motion, that was getting to it, that's why they say you're going to be the sum of the 5 closest people to you.
Absolutely.
Right? So if I'm around, if I got access to, let's say, a multimillionaire.
Okay.
I'm not me. I'm just a version of me, but I'm now got this self-awareness.
Yeah.
And I got the access. I'm going to take advantage of that.
That's you.
100%. But most people won't take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
The majority of people won't take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
More than 50% of people won't take advantage.
100%.
That's what I'm getting after.
But you have to ask why.
Because they want to be.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they do. They don't want to.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
I used to think that way too.
So people don't want to suck?
People don't want to suck.
So
they just can't help sucking.
Why? Because they lazy?
No. Well, that's a piece of it, but literally it's a subconscious mental thing that happens.
How do you remove that? You
remove that by habitual learning. It's the same way. I mentioned it the other day during Jake's podcast. You know, Elizabeth Loftus, you know, she did these tests in the early 1990s, and her doing these tests, if we having a session in therapy or something right across from you, she would literally ask certain questions that make people recall moments that never happened in their life. And that person then made those moments their reality. And you put them on a sonograph or whatever that live machine is, and it would become true because they believe that. And so if people are in their world of experience, your belief is stronger than your circumstance or your environment or whatever. And so they believe that, hey, I'm here, I'm this, I have whatever. That's all synapses. That's all brain plasticity. And so if you don't have proper structure to change that, you're not going to change it just because you want to. A lot of people want to. Everybody wants to make $1 million, but not many people do. Everybody wants to be entrepreneurs, but not most people can be actual entrepreneurs.
Everybody wants to be podcasters,
but not everybody can be podcasters. And that's the reality of it. And so that's why when I tell people, they're like, yo, how you get into podcasting and make all this money and do all this stuff and do whatever? Because I have a different belief pattern. I don't need to know the industry necessarily. I'm learning the industry along the way, but I process information differently, especially over time.
Yeah.
The longer I do it, it's going to get crazier, but that's also from a little bit of school, a little bit of life experience, and just overall mindset. My mind inserts information differently than other people. Like, okay, cool. Even if there's an easier way to do something, that's where innovation comes in a certain way. You know, you have the copycat method, of course, copy the right cat, but then you also have innovation. So when these two align, how can you create your own thing while still implementing the model of something somebody else did that was super successful in doing it? And so taking a little bit of here and there, and that's what most people don't do in their situations. They usually try to create businesses from scratch that don't do shit and make it on their own because it's ego.
Yeah, I got you.
So that's it. Yeah.
I mean, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, bro.
And so now, even when we get into podcasting, you know, what is the biggest myth you feel like people have when they think about podcasting?
That you need to have a big audience to make money. It's the biggest myth.
Why? I saw a post. You challenged Joe Budden.
I don't know why. I don't know why people think that. But because no one really said that. But I mean, I thought that way too when I first started. No one told me that.
So how else do
You
you make
just
money?
assume that you need views,
Mhm.
you need downloads, you need a big audience. I mean, that can make you money later, but you don't need that. You're not gonna have that if you're brand new.
Okay, how do you make your first 6 figures in podcasting with no audience?
Foundational for.
What's that?
So digital products, membership, paid membership community, affiliate marketing, and VIP package.
Okay.
That'll do it. I mean, yeah, there's other ways. There's ways for you to get local sponsors. You can have guests pay you to come on the show. You can open up a studio. There's a lot of ways to get to the bag.
Talk about the sponsors, because I've had a couple sponsors. I have a
Yeah.
couple sponsors,
Yeah.
but how do you get those big sponsors that what's his name was talking about? Mario.
So, all right. So there's a couple ways, right? So right now, you can do, let's say A sponsors, B sponsors.
Mm.
So let's say B sponsors are like the lowest sponsors first, right? So with the lowest sponsors, what I would do is I would do an audit.
What's lower? Considered?
So let's say 3 figures, 4 figures.
Okay.
So what I would do is I would do an audit on wherever you live at. Where do you normally do business?
Hmm.
Cleaners, coffee shop, grocery, banks, credit union, car wash, pizza shop, restaurant, gyms. Where do you frequent? Where does your life normally take you on a day-to-day, week-to-week?
Okay.
Generally, these places, you end up having a relationship with the owners, with the managers, with the people that are there, right? So now you can go back there and be like, hey, generally these places don't have marketing either, right? So you can go back there and say, hey, I got a podcast, I got a platform, and I have these opportunities where I can highlight businesses like yours. And, you know, think about if you're like, hey, you could be a sponsor for the show. It's $1,000 for 4 episodes. You pay me $250. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get shout out on the show, put the logo on the show, put the link, the thing. We can even do a collab, offer on something, or you can give me a discount. I'll shoot a commercial, throw it in there. Maybe that's an offer. Maybe like, hey, listen, I got another one. It's $1,000. It's 4 shows. And I'm guaranteed to do 1 show in your space live a month if they got the size or something. You know what I'm saying? Or get one of your backgrounds done. Get a virtual background done with the logo in it. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But that's like how you can literally use your city, your region, whatever, and get money from the place that you normally frequent. Easy way. Then you leverage those. And once another sponsor see that you got a sponsor, it's easier for them to become a sponsor because you only got one. My show is sponsored by XYZ. So we already got a sponsor that's in this space, but we don't got a sponsor in your space. We don't have an official drink. We don't got an official pillow. We don't got the official chairs. We don't got the official t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? So sponsors would get sponsors. So I would do that. Now, when you think about the A sponsors, I think there's like A1 and A2. A1 meaning like big ass brand deals right now. You got to be popping, have views, have downloads, pitch them, make it happen. A2 would be you can still go after these companies, but you're going after them like with like a package. You could go after them with that package, whether your podcast is operating or not. You know what I'm saying? So you can so what Mario talks about is basically building a pod around a sponsor, right? Branding it that way, or going to a particular sponsor and pitching your pod as an opportunity for them to be a sponsor. And all of that stuff works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've had a sponsor once, but I haven't kept up with it. Not that I wouldn't do it, but like just using the foundation for it gets me to the bag. And it's easy for me to communicate because like if I communicate, and I have that in my program for people, but if I communicate that, more people get anxiety about actually completing that. Like that's kind of high level to pitch yourself to a business. You know what I'm saying? But if you already have a relationship, it's easier. But a bigger show, you're like, oh, I got to send this email. I got to put a pitch deck. I got to follow up. I got to call. I got to follow up. I got to set a meeting. Got to go to the meeting. Got to crush the meeting. Got to offer the services. Got to negotiate the services. Got to close the services. Got to get the money. A lot of people ain't doing that, bro. And that's not even a lot. We'll emails, text messages, emails, follow up, present, close the deal, get a bag, 10K or whatever. That's not even a lot.
Yeah.
But a lot of people won't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't got the patience for that.
It's tedious.
But if I'm like, yo, make a digital product, build a community, go get some other people's products that they already got, get a link, share that link on the podcast, talk about it in the show, throw your logos in there, and then reverse engineer your offer by offering people content that they already want, which is why they're on the show. That's way more palatable. You know what I'm saying? People can digest that.
No,
you know what I'm
absolutely. And so, what about these speaking engagements? You know, because you can have a successful brand and not talk to anybody or not talk in front of anybody. How do you get on so many different stages?
You talking to me specifically?
Yeah.
You want the game for real?
Yeah.
All right, listen. I'm gonna do something. I do stuff that people don't want to do. Jacob was talking about, what did he say? There's a problem, I throw money at it. I'm throwing money at it. So if there's a stage, I'm calling them and I'm paying to get on that stage because I know once I get on the stage, I'm gonna blaze it. I'm likable. I got the energy. I got the information, and I'm gonna kill it. So that in itself is gonna attract people, and they got problems, which is why they're in that room. And if I can solve their problem, then I have an offer for them.
High energy.
I'm gonna turn high income. So I'm gonna turn $2,750 on my last stage to $20K. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to spend some more bread to go on another stage.
Got you.
Right? This is the thing. What people fail to understand is you need to use the money. They're like trading cards, bro. Like, I'm gonna use this money to go get some more money. If I hold on to this money, guess what I got? Just this money.
It's like business credit.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go use this money to go get me some more money. And the funny thing about leveraging is that when you have motion or when you're moving and grooving, people assume that you get into it. And because people assume that you get into it, they're attracted to motion. That's some money is money. So I talked about this on another podcast. Money operates on maritime law, like the law of the water. What are all the adjectives that have to do with money? They're all based around money. I mean, all based around water. Currency, cash flow, liquidity, emotion, all money. So the way that you think that you're getting money is in a direct conflict with how money gets to you.
This is clippable.
You know what I'm saying? Think about this, bro. Let's use Amari. Amari's at the event. We're talking about community. I've been talking to Amari about community for like 2 months. He's still in like this community. We're in a room with somebody that wants to learn from him. And they literally said to him, if you had a community, I would have paid you today. Did he make the community? It's been 3 days since the event. 4 days since the event. No.
Of course not.
Exactly. So what did he do? What did he do?
He dropped a podcast.
He created a dam. What do dams do? Block money, block water from flowing. Because the way that people think that money operates isn't the way that they think that they're going to get money. You don't have to work hard for money. You just have to let the money flow towards you. It's not hard to make money. I struggled with this for a lot of years. But it's not hard to make money. Money's easy to make. It's hard for me to have a real friendship. It's hard for me to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to make money. And if I'm putting out, it's easy to make money, it's easy to make money, it's easy to make money, guess what? It's going to be easy to make money. It's not hard to make money.
Absolutely.
And this is disrespectful. You know what's disrespectful? That you get paid twice a month, but you spend money every day.
Who get paid twice a month?
Not you.
Oh.
But
yeah, okay.
9 to 5ers.
Yeah.
Right? That's disrespectful. We've been programmed, right? We've been programmed and hoodwinked to believe that whatever job you work, you only get paid twice a month.
Some people argue for once a week.
Okay, twice a month, typically 1st and 15th, and we accept that. but we also accept that we have to spend money every day. How much would it change your life if you got money every day?
A lot.
So I think that should be the goal, bro. If you're watching this podcast, I don't know which one's my camera. Are any of them? If you're watching this podcast, figure out how to get paid every single day because you deserve to get paid every day. Not twice a month. So if you get paid, bro, there's 365 days in a year. So we only supposed to get paid 24 times?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's fucking crazy. That's insane, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's only because we subconsciously subscribe to a program that was presented to us as how it is. That's not how it is. That's how we've been taught and led. So yeah, I just use my man Amari as an example, but people do it all the time. 100%. I want to give you money, but you won't do the thing that's gonna give me money. That's gonna give you money because you want money how you want it and not how it's going to come to you.
True.
If we go to the ocean right now, is the ocean gonna do what the ocean want to do, or is the ocean gonna do what we want to do?
Ocean gonna do
what it do.
Yeah,
that's how money work. You know what I'm saying? The money gonna do what it do. You can't stop the flow of money. It's like me stopping your oxygen right now. I mean, I would have to kill you to stop your oxygen.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how the money's coming. But we're just not on that wave, so it can't flow us. And that's the thing. So
no, I never looked at it that way. You broke it down good. The liquid, motion, cash flow.
Yeah, currency.
Yeah, that's all.
It's maritime law, bro.
Nice. It's nice.
Yeah. The law of the water.
No, that's dope. I've always thought about money in terms of creation. I like to tell people I create money instead of make money.
You do. I subscribe to that.
Yeah. No, but that's dope. Okay, cool. So when's your next speaking engagement?
London.
Yo,
you're talking to an international podcaster and speaker. What's up, bro?
You got your accent ready? UK?
Damn, I should have one, huh?
UK? It's Brendan Boyd, yeah?
Brendan Boyd, yeah?
You got to be all in, yeah?
You got to be all in, yeah? Facts.
Don't hate me for that. I ain't got nothing against UK people. But that's dope. How did you book something in London? We're not gonna skip past that. It's London. Who knows you in London,
bro? Because somebody told me about it. I looked it up. I found the contact people. I reached out to them. I said I got the sauce. They say they don't know me yet. Cool, I'll pay. Y'all gonna know me when I'm on the stage. It's all good, bro. But if I was going to, you still gotta pay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather pay to have the light on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
you got to pay either way. You can pay to be on the stage. You can pay to be in the seat.
Exactly. But if you pay to be on the stage, water law, it can flow. If I pay to be in the seat, it's not water law. But you can still make money in the seats.
It's true. I did at the last podcast summit, so I can't even,
Yeah.
That's
going to be dope too. I think the only other person, in my opinion, that's really providing this level of value to the marketplace when it comes to digital media and podcasting is probably David Shands. Other than that, I don't know nobody else that's putting on fire podcast events. This podcast events, but they ain't fire.
I mean, I'll say it respectfully and full of humility. You have a lot of entrepreneurs around you that are the next stage of people, if that makes sense. And so, even using myself as an example, like David Shan's been doing this podcast shit for a long time. But, me being an analytical person, that's one of the people that I study.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing his stuff years faster than he did it.
Yeah.
And that's just off of just natural knowledge. And he's somebody that would appreciate something like that. Like, hey, if it's there, why aren't you learning from processes and stuff like that? And so, we have a collective of people that are going to be there. Even the last podcast, the Profit event, a lot of people that got up and spoke are champions in their industry field that they spoke about, where it's just like, they know what they're talking about. You go on their social platforms and they have that presence, whether they have a small amount of followers, whether they have a large amount of followers, because it's them, it's the individual. And so, I mean, I would say the same thing. Literally, even before I met you, I saw you everywhere. And that right there is just like, yo, who is this guy? You know, whether I knew you or not, it's just, who is this guy?
Yeah, facts.
And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, is just, who are you?
Bro, the funny thing is this. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I remember being a kid and I remember like hearing about how much people made and it just being awe. Like I remember being in high school and I went to a predominantly white high school in like the suburbs of Boston, like not even really Boston, just like 45 minutes up, Concord, Carlisle. And I remember going to some of these houses after school for people that lived in Concord and just kind of hearing how much money these parents made. They was make like $400,000, $500,000. I remember being a realtor, for early days of being a realtor, but really just doing rentals. And some of these students had to get co-signers from their parents. So I would see the salaries. I'd be like, 400,000, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one person. Right. But it's crazy that once you're exposed to more things and your mind gets bigger, you're like, that's not really a lot of money.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money, but it's not really a lot of money.
When you have a big reality.
Yeah, and so okay, so the reason why I'm even bringing that up is because this right here and these cameras and this conversation, 7 figures, bro.
Absolutely.
Like easily 6 figures. Like turn on the cameras, 5 figures. You know what I'm saying? Like
the setup alone.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like, if you're watching this podcast right now, if you're listening to this podcast right now, 2024, 2025, it's different right now. Like you could take an idea, you can execute it fast, you can turn the camera on, you make some content, right? And you could really become a millionaire fast. Like really, I think becoming a millionaire now is almost like becoming a 6-figure entrepreneur or earning 6 figures, and really becoming like an 8-figure earner is like being a millionaire.
Yeah.
Because how fast you can. We sat down with an 8-figure earner, 24-year-old kid not too long ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, nah, he's going crazy.
Where you do that at, bro?
Yeah, he's going
You
crazy.
can't do that at any other stage in life at the moment.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? And he's not doing nothing crazy. He just got system processes and a lot of exposure. So, listen, y'all. Take advantage if you want. I'm never someone to tell somebody what to do, except for some of my closest friends. They don't listen anyway. But if this is something that you want to do, I would say take it seriously. You don't even have to be that ill to be in the top 10. You just got to keep going. Number one, right? And then secondly, you got to learn to start productizing your podcast. That's when you have offers. And then you have to leverage your show, because it's digital real estate, to share these offers to an audience. And I really believe that every podcaster needs a paid community, paid membership community. That's the fastest way that you can get to the bag, in my opinion, because people want access to you. And once they like you, they want more access to you. Like, I didn't like him when I first met you. I didn't like you. But once I started spending time with you, I'm like, yo, this is my fucking dude right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good shit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did not like you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the more people spend time with you, the more you can see if you align with this person, or see if y'all got common ground somewhere, or just like the way that person flows, or how they, what their posture is.
Some people have distinct personalities.
Yeah, and you can I can vibe with this person. Yeah. That's why you can like an athlete or entertainer or a rapper, singer, and not even know them at all because of like what they give off.
No, facts.
So I'm saying that to say there's listeners and there's viewers that like that about you. But you have to give them an opportunity to tap in. And if you do it through a membership community, you're going to get paid every single month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
That's what it is.
That's been one of my biggest things, is like, I don't really like people. And so I never really cared about the social aspect of social media or anything like that. But being so cognizant of how money does operate in today's day and age, I can't not, use social media to my advantage. And so, no, it's definitely something. And there's moments where I'll have jealous streaks. I'm transparent. I'll have jealous streaks because there be some people that I know don't really know what the fuck is going on or have anything going on, but they have crazy emotion because of social media.
Yeah.
They look crazy on social media and then come around, you're rich. Yo, can you help me with this? Yo, can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm not the type that's going to expose anybody or do anything like, wow, no, I will expose people, but not those kind of people. You know what I'm saying? But, in that aspect, just because the deficit in that trade-off is me. I know what I need to do and I still don't. It's human.
Just do it. Nike.
Yeah. And today's sponsor is brought to you by not Nike.
No. Hilarious.
But
Hilarious.
this was good. A good update convo, season 2.
Yeah, shout out to Dan for messing up the footage originally.
Yeah.
So I think that allowed us to keep doing pods because we probably wouldn't have got a third pod if he had messed up the first pod. Probably would have been on the second pod.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
shout out to you, bro.
The second pod ended up being the first pod. And so this is technically now the second pod, even though it's the third pod.
Even though it's the third pod, yeah.
But every season, at the end of the year, it's going to change. And so we definitely probably won't be in this spot by end of this season. And we look forward to another whole big setup.
Yeah, man. So it was dope. I'm glad we got a chance to just kind of just have a real conversation, just be ourselves. We would done this anyway.
Facts.
And I got a membership community. Listen, if you're a content creator, if you want to launch a pod, if you got a pod, you ain't making no money, you ain't got no motion or whatever the case may be, text the word community to 213-410-4920. We got a lot of free stuff for you and an opportunity for you to join the community so you can get to the bag. And it's only $99 a month. I ain't even gonna hold you.
And we will write that in the bio because he just said it and I don't even remember what it is, but we'll pop it up on the screen too. But B, if they wanted to follow you, tap in with you, learn your schedule, where can they do that
at It's Brendan Boyd, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever it's called, on all platforms. Or you could just text that number, community 213-410-4920. Tap in, get into the ecosystem. And I'm gonna challenge you right now. Make sure you subscribe to the pod and then send this out to 3 people that you care about right now, like literally right now. Send this out to 3 people you care about and subscribe to the pod. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Absolutely. You already know it's Money Bag Rich. I'm your host. And as we always say, we look good, we live good. Life is good. Talk to us. We talk back and we out of here.